All right, everybody, going live here. Sorry about the first video. My stream was freezing up, so I had to completely restart everything. Let's get started. Take a look at Doppler radar. I got some pretty heavy showers and thunderstorms moving in to the pretty much western portions there, northwest Alabama. Nothing severe at the moment, which is very surprising, but there is lots of heavy rain. Starting to see some heavier stuff moving toward Athens and Elkmont. So let's take a look. Also moving toward Huntsville along I-65. Pretty shortly. So let's go ahead and take a look at the velocity scan on some of this stuff. Now, keep in mind, it's pretty warm out there, 72 degrees. The sun's been out, so it is pretty windy out there. Special weather statement going up, and I see why. Got some high winds around Town Creek and moving to the northeast around Rogersville and Athens. So there is a special weather statement being issued out on that. Let me check, see how everything looks on y'all's end. 40-mile-per-hour winds, strong thunderstorm will impact Limestone, eastern Lauderdale, east central Colbert, and north central Lawrence counties through 4:45 p.m. at 4:06, which has been a while. Top the radar tracking strong storms near Killen, moving east at 25 miles per hour, some wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour, and dime-size hail. Locations impacted include Florence, Athens, Muscle Shoals, Sheffield, Rogersville, Ardmore, Killen, Lexington, St. Florence, Underwood, and Petersville. Now, let me get some new information up that was just handed to us moments ago about a severe thunderstorm watch that was issued out. And I'm trying to quickly grab that list so I can get it put up. And that was sent to me through our communications network. So let me grab that up and get it put on the screen for everybody. All right, so bear with me. I'm working on getting that severe thunderstorm watch information up. Hello, Jennifer Shea. Good to see you on. Okay. So there is that severe thunderstorm watch. Let me expand it up a little bit. So severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 10 o'clock tonight for all of North Alabama. A couple tornadoes possible, as mentioned earlier. Some hail up to 2-inch possible. Wow, that's about ping pong ball size, if I'm thinking straight. Golf ball to ping pong ball size. So a 2-inch hail, golly. Scattered wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour possible. That's looking more like a threat, being the damaging wind and hail threat. Let's go ahead and get back to Doppler radar. And again, there's no warnings at this time, but there is some strong storms out there, no doubt about it. Let me go ahead and probably switch radars. This one's being laggy. Again, I don't know why it's being laggy, but it is. Let me go ahead and switch radars out. I hope you're all having a good evening. It's been a nice one. I hate to be in the house with it being this nice, but weather, unfortunately, got to get on top of that first. So we'll go ahead and get this radar to load up. Hopefully it cooperates just a little bit better. I actually like this one a little better. Yeah, I got some hail showing up some of these storms near Athens. It's pushing on off to the kind of to the east, northeasterly there. And let that map load on up. So I definitely see some high winds going, looks like north of Rogersville. There's some pretty high winds in that storm. Let me check the velocity. It would give me a little better idea. But again, for our area, nothing over here yet. Just giving you a heads up, it is on the way. It is still off to our west, but it is slowly moving in. Let me get the radar back in motion again. So the main threats with this stuff is going to be damaging winds, very heavy rainfall. There could be some large hail out of some of these storms too, and also a tornado or two. Honestly, the greatest threat of any tornadic activity, which that is a new special, that is a mesoscale discussion that was out. But according to some of the models that I have saw, looks like the greatest tornado threat would probably extend out a little further than this, but like right in this area here where I've circled looks like the best threat for a tornado But outside of that area, there could still be a few brief spin ups, so we can't rule it out fully. That's for sure. So let's do a timing on the radar. If I can get this thing to cooperate. See how long it's going to take it to get over here exactly. So let's track this stuff over into Jackson County. And let me change the color of that because that's not very bright at all. We'll change it to a color that is easy to see. There we go. So yeah, I just want to say a little over an hour for Scottsboro before that stuff gets in there. Looks like over an hour for Henniger too. So we still got a little while before it gets here, probably within the next hour or so before it does get in here. But I did want to go live and let everybody know there is a severe thunderstorm watch in effect, and we will be keeping an eye on things. While there's nothing over here yet, within the next hour or so, we'll be expecting it in our area. Right now, it's mainly in the Athens area, Rogersville, some heavy stuff there. No warning on that, but there's definitely going to be some high winds with it. I can see a little bit of a bow echo starting to show up on this storm here. So it's kind of bowing out a little bit. Going to be some damaging wind potential there. Strong to damaging wind potential anyway. And definitely start showing some pretty high winds there. That's going to be going on off toward kind of Rogersville area. To the northeast around Killen as well. All that tracking off kind of to the north toward Anderson, Lexington, Elkmont, and Athens. Some gusty winds there. But that being said, we won't stay on too long. Just wanted to throw it out there and let everybody know that there is a severe thunderstorm watch in effect. If you didn't know, we are going to stay back here and be monitoring the situation closely. And if warnings do come into our area, we will jump right on here. So let's take a look at comments if we have any. And I haven't looked behind it to see if there's any more behind it, but I can do that. So let me go ahead and do that. I got a second radar opened up back here if it'll quit freezing up. It's really not like radar scope to be freezing like this, but it's been doing it the past few weeks. There is nothing behind it. Once this big batch gets through here, it will be over. So that being said, there is a lot out to the west, and I can see why they've included that area that I circled out. There's some storms moving to the east now that just went severe thunderstorm warned, and I already could see some rotation with them. We'll take a look at them right quick, and that's going to be more than likely the ones over in Mississippi. If they're going to produce a tornado, that one. Those will probably be the ones that do it. Let's move on over here to Mississippi, and we'll take a look. May get one of their radar sites up. We'll go to the Armory a little bit further down here. Actually, I think that's Columbus. That's KGWX. So these are the storms that I'm referring to, and they're moving into a very unstable environment. Further to the south and west, this will be the area that you'd have to watch for a few tornadoes, especially in Mississippi there, and on into Alabama around Red Bay, Phil Campbell area, Hackleburg. Those areas there, need to keep an eye on those storms there as they move in to a relatively unstable air mass. And yeah, I already see it's a little bit of rotation with that storm there going toward Toccopola, Mississippi. I hope I said that right. Probably not. But there's already some high winds in there. So that one will need to be watched in Mississippi. So if you live over, and let's say, looks like it's tracking on off kind of to the east southeast. So if you're around Toccopola, that's a mouthful. Mississippi, Pontotoc, Mississippi, Algoma, Mississippi. I know I probably messed everything up there because I'm not familiar with how to even say that. But there's a heavy storm moving your way that requires attention. You're under severe thunderstorm warning now. And I know I usually don't cover Mississippi, but in this case, this storm is hinting at me. It's definitely produced some destructive winds, some large hail, and even it could produce a tornado. It is rotating currently, so that one needs to be watched in Mississippi. So that being said, though, let's go back to our area. Just wanted to kind of give y'all a heads up there what is coming. That's further to the southwest. That's not in our area, so we'll move a little bit ahead here. And that's really where it's suspected to be the worst tornadic, cell wise, would be off to the further to the west southwest of our area. And that one around Rogersville, also watching that one a little bit as well. Nothing crazily concerning with it, but there's some high winds. Get the velocity up real fast. So yeah, there's a nice shelf cloud going on right there around Rogersville, Athens area. So you're probably getting a heck of a view right now. But again, anyone gets any photos, anything interesting, feel free to send them in to us. We definitely want to see them. So don't be shy. Send them in. I may not get all of them up, but I will look at them. All right, Wesley, sounds good. 15, actually. Yeah, 15. Sorry, I had to look at the list. So definitely just stay weather aware. Make sure you got multiple ways to receive warnings in case warnings are issued. It is warm. The humidity is 82%. Pressure, I had a person ask about the pressure, 28.84. I don't have a headache today, so maybe that's just me. But it is warm. We'll go ahead and, take a look at our tower cams across the area. Let's look at those and see what we can see across the area. This is the camera I was trying to get up. Sorry about that. There we go. So not looking too bad out there. It is cloudy. Not looking too bad, though, at all, to be honest with you. So we'll keep an eye on things, though, and we'll definitely keep you updated if any warnings come up. Let me go ahead and get back to the radar where I was just at and get our logo to going back here. There we go. And we should expect this in northeast Alabama. But then I'm going to say, let me look at the high-res models. We'll just do that, as we should have a new run. Should give us an idea when they'll be here. All right, so I just wanted to say northeast Alabama. So I wanted to say around 6 or 7 o'clock for northeast Alabama. So yeah, around that time frame, 5 to 6 o'clock for northeast Alabama. So I'm going to say about 6 o'clock because another hour or so it'll be here. So we'll say around 5, 6 o'clock for northeast Alabama, which it's 4:36 now. So we'll say within the next hour or so. Roger that, Station 20. No problem. We're sitting back here. We got our network, everything going, everything up, everybody ready to roll. So if anything does go warned, we'll let you know. So thanks for watching again. We ain't going to keep everybody tied up here until a warning goes up. Just be aware there is storms coming. There is a severe thunderstorm watch in effect till 10 o'clock. So we'll see you guys probably pretty soon. As soon as some of these storms get a little bit closer, we'll jump back on. So thanks again, everybody. I do appreciate it. Be safe. Stay weather.